All right, so we're back on, kind of. Give me a second here. Yeah, so we're back on right now. I just want to get in and have you guys, if you still want to sound off, call in 714-912-2877. I just had to continue that because you guys had some good calls and some good comments. I didn't get into all of it, so I'm sorry. So again, if you guys want to call in and voice your opinion, it's 714-912-2877 to sound off on here because again, this has been a troubling week to say the least with these Angel games that are just been terrible to watch. Losing today again and a doubleheader as I'm fixing the stuff online right here. Even the computer buttercut me, so I feel your pain. Let's see, hold on. There we go. And I'm gonna get into all these comments and everything else like that. Just I wanted to hopefully, let's see, stupid ass autocorrect, bad day for sports. Mateo says he's checking in. Some of the regulars in here. Technical difficulties abroad on this one right here. So hopefully everyone checks in and has a good time with this one. But it was such a great, venting situation right there. So again, if you want to call in 714-912-2877, there's a line. You're on the Halo Honk line.
Fuck this team. This team is a piece of trash right now.
Who is this?
Coachella High School.
It's the Leprechauns. Are you chasing that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, son?
No, I'm just looking for some piece of trash. Get the Angels back on track.
Okay, Rally Chris, you're like one of the most positive guys along, with Angel's grandma as far as being fans. I mean, you guys are one of the positive fans. What's going on here, bro? 8-game losing streak. What is your main concern? What is the thing that you're going to call out as far as being the issue for the Angels?
Ever since that I've seen Wallach went down and everything, this team does not have a spark in their lineup and everything. Ever since we got I can't believe I say this, Stassi back in the lineup and Kurt Suzuki, this team hasn't been the same.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with that. And this team is continuing on a tailspin right now. What's going to get them out of the slump? What's going to get them out of the slump buster right now, dude?
Probably call up like Safonic or Adele, and maybe also Ty Buttrey, and maybe they'll get probably a spark in the momentum and everything.
Maybe Wallach too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They need a DFA.
And also realize, ever since we also that jersey's been leaked, that too also cursed us too. That's what I realized.
Well, they started wearing the red ones. They leaked the jerseys, and the team's been losing. So, all right, Rally Chris. Well, we need to come back strong tomorrow against the Philly series, and hopefully everything goes okay with your dental stuff tomorrow. And
Yeah, and also I don't know if you saw my comment before the thing. Also, I blame my work because my work today, I was at work and they played Buttercup, and no coincidence, we had a Buttercup game today. Coincidence.
Yeah. A tough one, too. After getting the lead in a perfect game, and we just give it right back. You can't even hold it for a half inning. Just give it right back.
Yeah, it was also Madden's fault because they should have brought in Bradley the whole entire inning.
Yeah.
He would have probably had a clean inning, not bring in Ortega.
Listen, Ortega's going to be a good pitcher at some point, and he's already shown flashes of brilliance, but Bradley's been there before. I don't understand why you just don't give it to Bradley. If you don't want to pitch to Para, you don't want to pitch a loop, why not go to a guy who's set up games before for the Phillies? I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And also the umpire, because I don't know if you've seen that call and everything that Detmers had like up in the strike zone. They called it a ball.
Yep. Telling you, man, everything's gone against them right now. They've got to fight through this.
But probably going back to Philly and everything, Trout will probably have a good series, and also probably Bradley. And let's won't be surprised since Trout got hurt. I'm calling it probably. I hope it doesn't true. Watch you find out Trout's been hurt. tomorrow, and he rests tomorrow.
Oh, man, I hope not, because that's a stadium where the Angels can actually get their offense going. It's a hitter's ballpark, so we'll have to see.
And someone on my Facebook, the Angels, what I saw, have a 12-game winning streak against the Phillies. The Phillies haven't won against us since 2003. That's what I heard.
Jeez. Well, let's hope that continues, but knowing our luck, we'll get swept. We'll see, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rally Chris. You have a good evening, man.
Like Grillmaster said, oh, we're going to be lose our 40th game before we win our 28th game. That's what Grillmaster said.
Oh,
but
jeez.
Grillmaster, we're not gonna lose our 40th game before the 28th game. Yeah, you could book that.
Exactly. All right, Rally Chris.
All right.
All right.
Go Angels, and
Go Angels.
Christmas socks. You're gonna need some Christmas socks, and eat that.
All right, bro. Later.
All right, later.
It's the Halo Honk line.
Yo, what's going on, Todd? It's Barilla.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, dude?
Dude, I mean, you work all day, and you want to just get off of work and enjoy some good Angels baseball, but I haven't been able to do that for over like a week and a half, bro. Like, what the hell is going on with this team?
Yeah, I mean, I heard your guys' podcast where, you know, you and VT were going in on the Toronto series, and I was hoping, okay, that's an aberration. You guys got to get through that because, you know, that just happened. We're going to go on a winning streak. We're going to play some better baseball, and it hasn't happened, man.
The only highlight from the series in my mind is Detmer's pitching performance, because it was solid, especially coming off the not so great one he did last time. Mm-hmm. The bats are non-existent. I just posted a tweet where I was saying that the only logical explanation for this team is that the Monstars from Space Jam fucking stole the talent from the entire team, and they just forgot how to play. Because no one is stepping up. No one is doing their job. The heavy hitters like Trout and Ohtani, and Trout's been over whatever for like the past 2 weeks for the most part, except that Saturday game he nuked off his son. Essentially, he walked a couple times, but he's striking out a lot again. Ohtani looks lost.
Yeah.
Hasn't really been stepping up. I mean, just all our heavy hitters aren't there. Ward hasn't really been the same since he had his injury, unfortunately. Like, the bats are non-existent. The pitching's been rough. I mean, this team is looking like how they happened in years past. It was feel like there was a fake team playing for the first month or so, and that team is long gone now.
Well, here's the thing too, Ryan. It's like you have situations where in the league, in any kind of sport, if you're doing something a certain way for so long, the league will adjust to you and try to defeat you, or they'll copy you. And if you're not able to adjust to that, you're not going to be long as a player in the league. This is an entire team not adjusting to the league, adjusting to them, and it's showing.
So is that on Madden for not helping them get the adjustments, or do you think it's just the team as a whole that isn't performing and how they should? Because a lot of people are giving Madden crap. I mean, obviously for his bullpen management and decision making in that regard, but if they're not making the adjustments, and it's been evident that they haven't, because that's 2 series in a row that we get swept, plus the Texas loss right before that as well too. There is some serious problems going on with this clubhouse, and I don't even see the same energy that we were seeing with this team.
Yeah, it all starts and ends with him, because I think you can't sit here and blame Perry. Perry put the pieces in place. It's now up to his coaches to get the job done, and they are not getting the job done. They're not keeping this team focused. They're not helping these guys out when they have issues. They're dropping the ball on many things. They're not trying things. I mean, look at what other people have been saying on these phone calls. There's no accountability for these players. There's different lineups every night. There's different pitchers and different roles. Nobody knows when they're – I mean, if me and you were in the bullpen and me and you are setup guys and from last year, and all of a sudden Joe's calling down there and he wants me to come in the 5th inning, and then he wants you to come in the 6th inning, it's like, dude, that's unfamiliar territory. That's stuff we're not used to. and that's been happening in the lineup and in the bullpen.
I perfectly agree. I mean, I've been preaching about the Angels having consistency in the everyday lineup with the batting order and everything. I feel like that's a big thing, especially for how big of a mental thing it is for the players, you know. And I feel like Madden is continuously messing around with the lineup so they don't get, you know, that mental aspect of it locked down. Like it's just like one day someone's batting seventh, the next day they're batting sixth. And then Walsh is like the best example. Walsh should always be fourth or fifth, depending on whether or not Rendon's playing, you know. Mm-hmm. And it's like just because he's batting against a lefty, he's sometimes going sixth or seventh. It's like, what the fuck is that shit, you know? Walsh is like one of the best hitters when he's on, and you're going to have him bat that low. It makes no sense, you know. But hopefully the Philly series is a turnaround. I'm looking for Trout to step up for this team. Everyone's looking at him to be the leader. And I know a lot of fans are giving him shit right now, too. Rightfully so. He's not playing good baseball. He finally dropped below a 300 average. He's about to drop below 1,000 OPS, which we haven't even seen really in a while because, I mean, he's not even walking either. And normally, even if he's not hitting, he's at least walking. But he's just been striking out so much lately. So I really need Trout to step up and to be that leader this weekend for sure.
Exactly. I can't disagree with anything you said. And my only question is, if only there was something that we could do to help our batting, like some batting practice or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that exists, but maybe we could find that at some point, you know, because I think this whole team needs. I mean, this is one of those times where if this were like high school baseball or football, you'd be doing two-a-days right now. The coach would be yelling at you before everyone became pansies. They'd be like, "No, we need to get out there and do extra practice. Be here in the morning." Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't see major league teams doing that anymore, but I wish they would. Especially this one. This one deserves it. This team deserves an entire week of get your ass up at 8 a.m., be at the stadium at 9. You know?
Yeah. They need to get their reps in. They need to find something different to do in order to get them locked in. And, I mean, that's up to Matt. If Madden is that amazing manager that everyone says he is, especially with getting the morale going in the clubhouse, we need him to step up and really motivate his team because we're not seeing that right now. It's crazy. Like, I haven't seen – this is by far the worst stretch that we've seen from the Angels so far, but this looks like the team that we've been seeing from years and years, and I really thought it was going to be different this year. But, I mean, who are we to get our hopes up for this team, right? Like, shame on us.
That's where it shouldn't be, but that's where we're at.
Yep, unfortunately. So,
yep.
Who's pitching tomorrow?
You know, I didn't even look at the series who's pitching on. I just know Lorenzen's going, Sandoval's going in this series, and Silseth's going tomorrow.
Nice. I mean, I'm glad they're still giving him a chance. I think the more he gets comfortable, that's going to be another reliable arm that we could depend on. You know, so at this point, we're already slipping away second, and you know, I had a friend who was telling me, I don't believe this. I still think Texas are imposters, but Texas is kind of slowly creeping in on us, and the further away that we fall, the harder it is going to catch up against not only the Astros, but the wild card too. Everyone is playing good baseball right now that is close in the wild card race, so we can't afford to continue losing right now.
Exactly. It's only going to get more and more bunched up in that wild card spot. That's why I wanted them to hang with the division, because if they were hanging with a division champion or division winner right there, you have a better chance of staying ahead of all those wild card teams and not getting into
having a better seeding too.
Yep. You don't have to worry about all those other teams losing on a consistent night. You just worry about the team that's right there with you. That's it. So,
I mean, the Angels were at least like taking a series, a game or two in each series. But we cannot be going on these monster losing streaks. It's just going to push us further and further back. It just cannot happen.
Absolutely. Well, all right, Ryan, we'll talk again here soon. You're going to be back on Bases Loading on the Halos in the Infield Network with a great podcast with VT. So be sure, if you guys haven't heard it, check it out. They dropped the episode the other day. They're probably going to be dropping one again next week as well. So there you go.
All right. Thanks for the shout-out, Todd. Appreciate you. You have a good one.
You too, brother. All right, that's Ryan right there checking in. You can call in 714-912-2877. Dan Rio says, it's at least Juan says Trout has no leadership skills at all right now. Dan was advocating for the tables to be tossed earlier in the season. Don says Angels just got to find a way to get something to change. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. Something else gets. It's the Halo Honk line. Hello? Well, you got some really bad reception, man. Hello? Get some bars and call back, dude. I'll put you on. So that was really bad bars right there. See, whoever plays music in your workplace, Chris, DFA them. Let's see. The City Connects. Randy's blaming for that as well. Iggy never saw an inning. Poor use of the bullpen. Yes, Iggy never saw anything. So $58 million, and he's just sitting on the bench. You got to find a way to utilize him. Chewing Record says we need a W so bad against the Phillies tomorrow. JV says Trout isn't much of a vocal leader. They also don't have much of a steady lineup. Too many changes in game-to-game. Renifo going back down. Also, you got Duffy batting fourth. I mean, come on, this is as good as what do you call it? Suzuki last year batting fourth. I have more faith in the high-tech Halo's an internet tech team right now. Oh, geez. Leaf says, I wonder what Grillmaster is overacting about now. And by the way, just to give you guys a little spoiler, we might be having Grillmaster. He accepted the assignment when we DFA'd him, but he's going to come back to the Major League roster Sunday. Not on the chat rooms, because I think he's still barred from the chat rooms, but he'll be on here, not just on YouTube. It's time we start cheating, and I'm tired right now, Jimmy Gonzalez says. We do need something to change. Mike Trout is hurt. Well, they can't call up Adele. Someone else has got to play outfielder. Mateo says 8 straight losses. Haven't won a game since May 25th. That is terrible. Dante says, I blame the pitchers in the MLB. Everyone knows Trout is the best player. None of them helping him to get to the postseason. They should team up should have teamed up a long time ago. Shake my head. And they didn't have the right kind of people around him as far as that's concerned. Let's see. We've lost every game since the cancel culture banned Grillmaster. Jacob says, okay, well, we're gonna change things up. Again, call in 714-912-2877. Let's see, can't bat right now either. Let's start cheating, Jimmy says. They need an ass whooping like the Jackson 5 in order to make them disciplined. Damn, let him get my belt. Damn, Dante's going old school, man. He knows what's up, man. Like, I swear, I think my generation was the last generation to get beat. Either, some of my friends got the chancla, I got the belt. Dante seems like he got the belt. When my grandpa used to be like, oh, I'm going to take your dad to the woodshed, when he was younger. He literally took him to the woodshed and hit him with a freaking belt. We don't do that, but these Angels need belts. That's for damn sure. I'm right there with you. Curse of Harry Sadu, the mayor of Anaheim, Wayne Williams says, the Halos need, Coronado to do a spiritual cleansing. We are cursed. Yeah, we need sage all over this team. Socha and Chili Davis are available. Dan Rios is not bad. I would take that. Angels can't hit all of a sudden. Sutton, I see what you did right there. Chili Davis is great. Jacob Green says, Garrett says 10 above 500, and now it's down to 3 and sliding fast. It's down to 2 right now, JV. Bring back Socha. 27 and 17 feels like light years ago, Randy says. Scouting reports help for a reason. Halos don't use them, and the hitting coach sucks, JV. Yes, both of them do. Let's see. We haven't had fucking Rangers catch up to. We're gonna have the Rangers catch up to us. Yep, no confidence right now. Scott says it's all the team's fault. Chewing Record says Joe doesn't look at the scouting reports. He's probably looking at the fucking anime. And that's the other thing too. I was watching a Toronto game yesterday. Toronto and Chicago. In the dugouts. Next time you get a chance to see a Blue Jays home game, they have TV screens with the scouting reports on them, so where they can actually scroll with their finger. It's touchscreen. Then they also have, I guess, unlimited amounts of freaking tablets. And most of the players are walking around talking to each other. They're talking with the coaches. Everyone seems to be on the same page. And you don't see that in the Angels dugout whatsoever. Players only, meaning there is no accountability for this team and its fuck-ups, JV says. It's long overdue, Jacob says. Trout won't do it because he's such a pussy right now. No consistency. Scott says, yep, my basketball team can't afford to go down 0-2 back to Boston. He's talking about the Golden State Warriors. Randy says, starting to think that a no-hitter was our peak. Fuck, I hope we're wrong. Yes, I hope so too. Maybe Joe can invent the batting practice you speak of. Pussification of everyone and everything, Jacob says. They just need to play small ball and get their swings and stop swinging for the fences. Yes, Lewis, and that's where we're at right now. I'm sure these guys are playing hurt. They need to stop doing too much at the plate and start playing within themselves. And that's the thing. What always happens in coaching at any level, you can always go back and trace it back to simplifying things, get back to, shorten up your swing, do the little things that got you there in the first place. Start laying down bunts, sacrifices, all the stuff that we've been clamoring about. This team won't do. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, it's the Toaster Man.
Uh-oh, Grill Master. What's going on?
It's my turn. Yeah, my phone has shit reception where I live, so gonna try to use my house phone instead.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, where to begin?
Crispy
Let
socks.
me see. Let me give you my thoughts. Yes.
Okay.
I'll say this: of every reliever we've used over the last week, Rizal is now the most rested reliever.
He needs to sleep. Beauty sleep, man.
I was going to say this, and I think I mentioned this on our show the other day.
Mm-hmm.
There were a few games last year, and I remember one versus Texas. We were up by 1 run in a very tight game, and this is a good example. We were up 1 run tonight on the Yankees, and they got an easy threat against Alio. In this situation, I would have gotten the bases. If I had loaded the bases, I would have brought in Raisel Iglesias to have faced the likes of Joey Gallo and pinch hitting of Anthony Rizzo.
Mm-hmm.
2 left-handed bats, I get it. But your best reliever in that situation is Raisel Iglesias because you burned your lefties. You're not going to pitch Quijada 2 games in a row if you're doing the Madden logic. And Quijada is not good in the 8th inning. And you would have had to have used, and Rizal would have been the only reliable reliever you would have had. I mean, Bradley, bless him, he put up a great effort, but he just wasn't the answer.
I get it, and that's the thing. A couple things you mentioned right there. Bringing in Raisel, what you're paying him to do. And he could have came in there and, what happened to, we're going to pitch him 2 innings like they did last year. They're not doing that. All of a sudden.
Like an inning and a third.
Yeah,
maybe an inning and 2/3.
And Madden lied to us a couple weeks ago saying that this is an organizational thing not to pitch guys back to back. Okay, when did that start? Because he was doing it a lot last year and the year before in COVID. So I don't buy that crap. And he's just lying left and right now. It's lying Joe. It's not even Cotton Eye Joe anymore. It's lying Joe.
I still love how Vince trolled you with that.
Oh, dude, he got me bad on that one. Freaking Vince. I owe him one for that one. First math. What's that?
DFA Vince.
But yeah,
DFA Rob.
Oh, DFA Rob. Yeah, you got your haters on here, man. That's for sure.
I know.
But yeah, man, this has been a tough season so far. At least it feels like an entirely different season in the last 22 games because this team was on a roll. They were doing great, and we were all excited, all hyped. And now to see where we're at right now, I mean, it's not the end of the world. They can turn it around, but how? I mean, like we're not seeing any signs of anything. Lying Joe's just going out there saying, trying. Again, media's not holding them accountable. And the team is in a spiral right now.
Yeah, so I'm going to think back to what happened with the Cardinals a few years ago. They fired Mike Matheny, and they brought in another guy, Mike. But here's the thing. I think at that point, Mike Schild, who, of course, got fired last year, when Mike Schild came on as the interim coach of the Cardinals,
mm-hmm.
I think some of you may remember this. I think they won, like, a bunch of games almost consecutively. And here's how I'm thinking. If you get rid of Joe Madden, I want Matt Wise to step up as the pitching coach, the new coach, because I think if you at least give him a shot, so what if it fails? Just give him a shot. I think Matt Wise will make very wise decisions.
I see what you did there, Grill, and because you did that, we're going to run you for that. So, all right. Come on. You can't be using the same damn things in the freaking in the comments in the show, man. Come on. We already saw that one.
Fine.
All right.
Okay, fine. You can get me on that, but it's a bit disappointing to see what's been happening. For those wondering, it's going to be the two Zachs are going for the Phillies in this series. Effelin will go first in Game 1, and then Zach Wheeler in Game 2. Wheeler's actually been struggling this year, but he's getting his mojo back. Last year he hit 100, I think, in a couple of his starts. Hopefully one of those Zach's performances goes south, and maybe the other one will go north.
Well, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Phil, Seth, Lorenz, and Sandoval are the three going for us in that order. I'm very worried about this series. If the Phillies have a weakness, it is their bullpen, because they have some guys who have been wild, and I really look at guys like Hand and Alvarado, who have not been great this year.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in that series, because right now it's just one game at a time for me. I can't predict on a series right now because I'm too depressed. But
we'll need some handy work in that game.
All right, Grill. All right, Grill. See ya.
Come on.
Next up, I had to go, man, because come on, man, them jokes. Everyone's saying zzz. Courtney says this is depressing. Let's see. Why don't you build me up right there? Bunch of lollygaggers. The Angels. Rally says let's take the wild card, then we could take the Central. I'm not thinking about the wild card. We just got to get back to the basics right now. We'll take a couple more calls if you want. 714-912-2877. What's playing at the movies? How about the new Stranger Things and Obi-Wan series? Yeah, I haven't gotten into Stranger Things yet, but I have been watching Bosch. I love Bosch. Yeah, Bosch is Bosch Legacy is the second one. And that one just ended, so yeah. Obi-Wan is great. Last episode gave me the chills. I have to see that one, man. I like Boba Fett, too. Rob says, can we ask what happened with Grill? Oh, he went crazy in the chats. We had to DFA him for a little bit, but he was just on the phone right now, so he'll be on here with the original Grill Master stuff again, but he won't be in the chats. Say, hey, I want my unbanning ship. Randy says that might be coming as well. Boy, I got a belt and a wooden spoon. Jacob says, oh, the wooden spoon. Oh, that always hurts. Shoot, got the wooden paddle. Damn, you guys get see all that right now would bring CPS to your house. This team is a dirty cologne. Let's sign Bartolo Colon. Rob says, got to figure out. Let's see. I have no sympathy for the Angels right now. Straight up, got to figure things out. I agree. Josh says Stros face the Orioles, Mariners, Miami, Texas, White Sox, Mets, Yanks, Mets, and Yanks. Yeah, they don't start playing some hard teams for a while. The Cardinals should sign Cologne. Then they'd have a pool hole and a cologne. I see what you did there. You want to get one more call in, 714-912-2877. Philip Baker says, unfortunately, the teammates of Trout will never perform around him. They have too much pressure to get the best player in baseball to the postseason. They try way too much at the plate. I can't really disagree with that. We can't wait more for these guys to get themselves straight. What's a house phone? Jacob says a lot of Z's. Landline. He's calling from a payphone. Sean says Madden needs to smoke a cigar in the dugout like Leland. Oh, yeah. Sean is right, dude. Leland was a pimp back in the day. Jim Leland. Madden needs to switch to Hunter's crack. Oh, jeez. Grill using the last payphone on the campus at Cal State Fullerton. James says, let's see. Boo, Grill Master. I'm falling asleep. The losing streak is like an emo, but going to Hot Topic. Oh, man. Let's see. That's enough, Grill Master. That's enough, Grill Master. Says, when did Rendon go down? Josh says he got hurt. They call me Barbara Walters. Talk, cry on my shoulder, Pops. I will. How many days has Rendon been down? He's been down about a week. Grillmaster says, I'm feeling 2 out of 3 win for the Angels rally, Chris says. My boy Grill. ESPN has him listed on the 10-day IL. Yep. I hope you're right about the Magic. It's been ice cold right now. He could be back for this series, but I doubt it. I think he'll be back for the homestand. Lewis says the Halos make every other bullpen look like an all-star rotation. Unfortunately, that's true. Phillies will be the team to get us hot. Philly will get us back on track. Man, it's been an interesting show. I appreciate we lost. I obviously had technical difficulties. We were rolling in the other show. We lost some people, but a lot of people came back, so I really appreciate that. The comments were great. The calls were great. If you missed the show earlier, it'll be up on YouTube, so you could check that out. I'm probably gonna put the 2 videos together or whatever, but check it out and you could see that. Trade Rendon or Vladdy Jr. Agree, dude. If Toronto would take him, hell yeah, I would love to have Vlad Guerrero Jr. on this team. But enough of me. I'm gonna take off. Everyone have a good rest of your night. Go Angels. We got to get a W here.